Finding a job in Norway is quite hard and stressful process. I moved to Norway in January 2025 and in a couple of months I got my first contract. Here is 4 things that will help you to get your first job in Norway as fast as possible. Disclaimer, my background hasn't changed since I started this channel because I was coming to Norway many times to visit my husband and recording my videos only in Norway because my apartment in Budapest didn't allow me to have this aesthetic background. The first thing is networking. You have to network to find a job in Norway. Up to 70% of positions in Norway is filled through networking. Someone would call this nepotism, but it is capitalism because every company and organization is looking to increase their profit and decrease their risks. Trade unions are very strong in Norway and it's very hard to fire someone here. Therefore, the companies want to be 100% sure that they are hiring the right candidate. That's why it's very important that someone would recommend you or refer you to the company. How can you network in Norway? First of all, please go out as much as you can. Talk to your neighbors, talk to people in the street, talk to people in the libraries, talk to people in the cafes, restaurants, wherever you go, try to talk to people and tell everyone that you are looking for a job because you never know who needs your expertise and skills around your environment. The second way how you can network is attending different events. If you're in a big cities like Oslo, Trondheim, Bergen, you're lucky. There are so many events where you can go and meet people and again tell about yourself, about your education, about your background and that you are looking for a job in Norway. The third way of networking is for the introverts. If you are introvert and you don't want to talk to people and you feel uncomfortable when you're talking to people, then you have to reach out to different professionals in your field through LinkedIn. I am convinced that Norwegian people are quite friendly and if you're asking for help, they would definitely help you. You don't have to connect and ask right away about job. You have to ask very smart questions. For example, you can ask about how did this person get this job and what is it needed to get into that company or which expertise and skills, for example, you have to develop to get into that company. Me personally got my first job through networking because I was talking to my neighbor who was working in educational system in Norway for 40 years and she referred me to a school where I'm teaching now full time. Another girl who I know and I met her through my TikTok, she got her full-time job without any official interview. They had a coffee date with a manager and she offered her the contract. So keep in your mind that you can still apply, but networking is key in Norway. Second thing that you have to consider is being strategic. You should stop applying chaotically here, there, everywhere, and you don't have any vision what you want, where you want to work and where you are applying. In the beginning, when I started applying for jobs in Norway in February, I was very chaotic. I was applying everywhere, spending so much time preparing all these applications, and I was getting so many regret letters. And these regret letters demotivated me so much that I just didn't want to apply anywhere. Therefore, you have to be very strategic. Don't apply anywhere just to apply. You have to have a vision, what you want, what kind of position, what responsibilities you want to take, what salary you are expecting, what are the potential companies where you can work. Please have this vision and this filter and write them down. So when you're looking for the positions, you will know that this is what I have to focus on. Instead of sending 20 applications, I will send one, but I will work on it very, very thoroughly. This is the third thing. Please work on your applications, take your time, prepare your cover letter. Even if nobody is reading it, you never know who will read it. Prepare your CV specifically for that position. Don't have one CV sending everywhere and anywhere. Again, you have to draft your CV according to the company and position and the skills that you have to offer to the company. Also be very curious and contact the HR or recruiter before you apply for this position, because first of all, you will clarify the things that you don't know and you doubt, and second of all, it will show to the HR and recruiter how serious you are about this position because you took your time, wrote the email, asked the questions. But the best thing that you can do, not only writing email to HR, but calling them on phone, which is a bit harder because I, for example, don't feel very comfortable calling them every time. So I send usually emails to reach out to HR, because when they will be reviewing your applications, they will know this person has already sent me an email, I know him, and maybe they will look at your applications more attentively than they would do without you reaching them out. You have to prioritize quality over quantity. I know that some people are applying for 200 positions and they will get one in the end, but I really prefer and I really recommend you to have this vision that what you want and take your time and work on your applications and make it very, very good rather than applying for 200 jobs with very bad CV or cover letter. The last but very important thing here is agreeing to less to get more. Again, the system in Norway works differently than we are used to in other countries, because if you want to get permanent contract and full-time employment, you have to agree to do less in the beginning to get more. What I mean here, for example, when I started teaching at this school, I was there as a substitute teacher and teaching different subjects at the same time, like math, Norwegian, English and everything. But later on I got more and more hours to teach and now it's almost full time. Therefore, if you have an opportunity to be a substitute or have temporary contract, please go for it, because you will never know what this opportunity will bring to you. Maybe you will meet someone there at your job that will need your expertise and skills and can refer you to a company which actually is looking for you. Also, this type of contract is a great way to connect and network, which is very important, which we have mentioned so many times. If you're looking for a job in Norway, I wish you good luck and see you in my next videos.